So today we're going to talk about the NOMAD 2. Now the NOMAD 2 is, funnily enough, the second generation of NOMAD winches. It's a low-line electric winch from Red Winches. It's purely mechanical, there's no air brake. You do have the option of an Air Freespool if you want one, but you don't have to have that. You can keep it nice and simple with a mechanical freespool lever and a mechanical brake. Now, first things first, lots of colours here, but it's not our traditional anodising. What the hell is going on? So, in recent years, there's been some changes to the chemical structure that is allowed within the EU for anodising dyes. This has affected the quality of them and the longevity of them, and we're not happy with it. And because of that, we started looking at alternatives, and we have now decided to make the move to Cerakote. It's coming in with the Nomad and the Tiger winches to begin with. It will very soon be available on the King Cobra and also an option for the Hornets as well. The advantage of Cerakote, it was designed as a thin film ceramic coating for firearms. So when you've got something like this very nice AR here, the manufacturing tolerances were that they couldn't have a thick paint, but they were looking for something more resilient than traditional gun bluing. And Cerakote was developed. Now Cerakote has incredibly high scratch resistance. It's thin film ceramic coating. It's got higher UV resistance than the anodising gives us, and maintains tolerances throughout. So there's a number of benefits to using Cerakote. Another advantage of Cerakote is the fact we have a huge range of colours available to us. In fact, anything from the C series we can do now. Now we are going to be offering red, the stainless finish here, the flat dark earth, and all black and blue as options that we're going to try and keep them in stock for very fast shipping. But any other colour from the C series is available. If you want to discuss it, drop us an email, give us a call. I'm more than happy to do so. So Cerakote gives us these benefits. We've got this nice thin film coating. It doesn't affect the tolerances. It's highly resistant to scratching. It's highly resistant to fading from the UV. And its chemical resistance is incredibly high as well. So if you're using chemicals for cleaning your vehicles, whether that's TFR or alloy wheel cleaner, etc., this stuff laughs it off. Now, there is another advantage with the Cerakote. Unlike traditional paints and powder coats and that, if it gets damaged, it doesn't flake. So, for instance, we've had ones on trials for ages where they've been smashed on the corners and that being put in and out of different vehicles. It stinked. Yes, the raw aluminium does show beneath, but it doesn't flake around that. It just, on that immediate area of damage, it shows nowhere else. So it's a much better finish than any other paint or sprayed finish that we can come up with, we can find on the market today. So that's why we've gone to Cerakote. But let's talk about the NOMAD 2 in particular. So NOMAD 2 follows on from the original NOMAD. The performance is exactly the same. We haven't changed the gearing. So you've still got those incredible performance charts where we're able to produce 10,000 pounds at about 360 amps or 12,000 pounds at about 368 amps and 16,500 pounds at about 370 amps. What does that mean? It means that your winch is actually able to do what we say it's going to do. Unlike some manufacturers where they'll tell you, yes, it's a 12,000 pound winch, but it needs 500 amps. Well, sorry, your vehicle doesn't give it 500 amps unless you've got a particular sort of competition style setup, and your winch motor isn't going to cope with 500 amps being put through it. It's going to let the magic smoke out. Pretty much all of these series round winch motors, whether it's our Ox motor or another brand, they're all about the same, which is roughly about 420 to 440 amps. Anything more than that, you're going to kill the motor on 12 volts. So read the stats. Think about what the winches can realistically do. My particular favourites are a particular well-known brand. If you have a look, one of their winches, before it gets to peak power, the amp draw is like 600 amps, and then at peak power at 9,000 pounds, it's dropped to 400 and something amps. So how does that work? Anyway, yeah. So the performance on these, they will do what we say they're going to do, and they will do it with a low amp draw, which is going to really, really help with getting the best out of the winches. It's not going to stall as it gets there. In fact, on these, you can pull all the way across the bottom layer and, frankly, getting into second layer at max load. Now, the 3 gearbox options: Overland at £10,000 or 4.5 tons, the Adventure model £12,000, which is 5.5 tons, and Titan £16,500 or 7.5 tons. It's available on the standard drum, it's available on the XL drum. The winch comes as a full package. It comes with the rope fitted as standard. So if you go for Overland or Adventure gearing, it's going to come with 11mm rope. If you're going to go for Titan gearing, it's going to come with 12mm rope. So on the standard drum, 11mm, it can hold 30 meters. On the XL drum, it can hold 45 meters. If you're up on the 12mm rope, because you've gone for a Titan, it's 25 meters on the standard drum and 35 meters on the XL drum. So class leading rope capacity. Next feature. It was available on Nomad as an optional extra. Now it's a standard feature. On the underside of the control box, you'll see there's a couple of rows of LEDs, which when the winch is powered on, those light up red. So if you're winching at night, this whole area here is illuminated. You can see how the rope is spooling on your drum. That's now a standard fitment. The next feature, really important. We introduced it with the Tiger, and now it's on the Nomad. These low-line winches now have a full drum disconnect free spool. So when I flick the lever into free spool, I have now moved the door clutch away from the drum. The drum is fully disconnected. The drum is literally spinning in the bearings here. And we've got a nice little video we'll show you in a second of how quickly you can get rope off the drum with a Nomad. The control box. You'll notice on the top of the control box we have 2 ports. One is 7-pin and the other one is a 4-pin. Now the 4-pin one comes with a cover, and that's because it works with the option of our plug-in hand controller. Okay, so that plugs in there, we've got that. But as standard, the Nomad comes with wireless as well. The extra port here is open because you'll find that when you buy your Nomad, it comes with a control cable that goes into here. This is your hard connection. You must use it as a minimum to put the ground to the control box. If you do not ground the control box, the winch isn't going to work. But it also gives you the options for winch in and winch out signals as well, all fed in hardwired through a mil-spec socket. So that's the Nomad 2. If I was looking for a low-line winch today, this is the one I'd go for. If for no other reason, that Freespool, because once you've used a drum disconnect Freespool, you'll never go back. Anyway, if you've got any questions, if you've got want any more images, want to see it in action, have a look on the website, drop us an email, give us a call if you want to go through it. We've got a range of mounting options now. We're just about to launch the hidden winch mount for the LC250. Obviously, we've got Classic Defender, and we've got the Grenadier as well. Should remember that, we do enough of them. But yeah, if you've got any questions, give us a shout. Hope that helps.